anyways, I posed two questions, two topics rather. And the first one, I think I worded it something like, he said I love you last night. I don't really think anyone cared about that one. Maybe one person, I can't remember. But, yeah, I guess the other one was a little sassier and a little more exciting sounding. I don't know that it really is more exciting, but it might have a little more flair to it at least. The text message, I have that here. Let's just take a look. Whoa, it's kind of bright. Text message, inbox. It's without a text. I don't know if you can read that. Whoa. There we go. We're looking for a specific text. I'm not finding it. Actually, we're looking for a little dog because I can see that better. Maybe if I zoom out, I can read these better since I'm actually looking at them through the camera screen. Zoom in, zoom out. I don't know how to work this stuff, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm new to this whole video blog crap. Still can't read it very well. Is that Matt? Matt. We don't read Matt's message. Mary. Whoa, I think I passed it. I know this is real exciting for you guys watching me dig for this. There we go, we got action. Okay. Pretty sure you're not going to be able to read that in any sense. But it does say, I'm sorry, baby. I do think of you often. We can all have sex together. That would make better sense. Received Wednesday, not that you can read it, at 7:07 p.m. on August 15th. Now, the question is, who sent the message? Can you see that? Whoa, probably not. A little blurry. Anyway, it was a girl. Wasn't a guy. Wasn't a guy. Nope, it was a girl. And it was a girl who wanted, apparently, for me to have sex with her and her boyfriend, since she's filing for filing for a divorce from her husband. Which is good, you know, that's a good step for her. Backstory, she was married for a while, 10 years, that's a while, right? Separated from her husband, came out with me one night to the Londoner, met this other guy, started dating him for like 6 months, left him, went back to her husband, tried to hook me up with the boyfriend. I wasn't really interested, and by not really, I mean not at all. He seemed like a cool enough guy, but I didn't want to date him. She dated him, first of all. Secondly, he's just not my type. So, plus, he does live in the same area code, and we all know I don't date people in the same area code as me. So anyways, I didn't date him. Did hang out with him a few times. He hung out with me and some of my friends. And then I realized that it was just sort of craziness. A lot of drama. I was getting text messages from her, text messages from him, text messages from her husband looking for her, finding out she was still with him being the boyfriend. Then she went back to the husband, and now my phone is going off. Let's see who this is. I do apologize. I can't read it. Bridget. Yes, that sounds good. Okay, that's for tomorrow. Anyway, I should put my shoes away. So, well, where was I? Sorry. I really need to learn to edit video because this is gonna suck if I don't. I was talking about how I don't know. Anyway, she ended up going back to her husband. And in that time, she was back and forth. I was getting text messages from everyone. And then, she decided to stay with the husband again for a while. Well, then, it just got too crazy for me. There was way too much craziness, and I just decided I didn't want anything else to do with it. I told her that I needed some time to not hang out with any of them for a while. That was right before Father's Day. I hadn't really talked to her since I got back, but then I realized she had a couple of my videotapes, my Beatles videotapes, which are very sentimental to me. So I decided I needed to probably get in touch with her about that. So I sent her a couple text messages, reminding her about the tapes and stuff. And I was like, oh, you know, I could be cool with having lunch with her. She was fun to hang out with at times, as long as everything wasn't all, like, chaotic and crazy. So we made plans to have lunch tomorrow. And in the meantime, I didn't know whether she was with the boyfriend or the husband. So I just kind of left all that alone and was hoping we could just not touch on that. But anyway, I get a text message from her on Wednesday that says, by the way, just so that you know, I've been with the boyfriend for the last month and a half. And, you know, I guess she's telling me thinking that I might be hurt by this, or I don't know what she's thinking, because nothing ever happened between he and myself, so I don't know. Maybe she thinks that something did happen. Anyway, so I write her back and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I kind of figured that anyway. And her response to that message was the text message that I posted for you. I'm sorry, baby, I do think of you often. We can all have sex together. That would make better sense. So then I get a phone call at work the next day because I ignore that message. I don't say anything, hoping it will go away. But it didn't. So I got a text message. Oh, sorry, there's some neat action. I got a text message from her. No, she called me. She called me at work. I guess she thought I wouldn't answer. She called my cell, but she called me at work and said that, she asked if she offended me by that message. And I just got quiet. It was awkward for me talking about that at work. And it's a pretty open office, and pretty much everybody knows everybody's business anyways. So I just kind of said, well, you know, don't ever ask me anything like that again, because it's never going to happen. So she apologized, and she's like, well, you know, I'm just thinking, worst case scenario, we could just do that. And so I'm like, yeah, worst case scenario as in, if I'm dead and you want to have sex with a dead person, because it's seriously never going to happen. So, yeah, that's my great story, which clearly isn't that great, but I did get endless teasing about it at work for the last 2 days, and including today, so 3 days even. On my day off, I got a text message this morning at 8:30 in the morning, while I was asleep, from a lovely coworker that decided it was a good idea to wake me up, saying, how did it go last night? Laugh out loud. Because I told her that I might go have a couple drinks with the other girl so that we could just chill and hang out, maybe pick up my tapes that night. But I was tired last night, so I stayed home, watched a movie, and went to bed. The end. I suck.